They say we've explored more of outer space than we have our own ocean. And honestly, that might be for the best. Because what's down there isn't just weird, it's wrong. Most people recognize this creature from viral internet photos. Saggy, pink, and melting like a sad balloon. This is the blobfish, and its unfortunate look is only because it's been pulled up from the deep too fast. And nearly 3,000 feet underwater, it actually looks pretty normal. More like a smooth, slow-moving jelly torpedo. With no bones or real muscle, it floats effortlessly just above the seafloor, waiting for scraps to drift by. The blobfish doesn't hunt, swim, or even react much. It just exists, and somehow became internet famous for it. This next one looks like a floating alien drone with glowing green eyes locked inside a glass dome. This is the barrel-eye fish, a deep-sea marvel with a completely transparent head. Its barrel-shaped eyes can rotate inside its skull to track prey above. It hovers motionless at depths over 2,000 feet, using its broad fins like stabilizers. First filmed alive in 2009, it's become one of the ocean's most surreal sights, drifting in the black like a jellyfish with night vision. Now, imagine a jelly bean with legs, crawling through the mud in total silence. That's the sea pig, a deep-sea scavenger that roams more than 3 miles below the surface. It uses soft tube feet to shuffle along the seafloor, hoovering up dead organic matter. Sea pigs often travel in herds and have sensitive antennae to help them feel their way through the dark. They're harmless, but their translucent skin and bug-like movement make them feel oddly off. Like they belong in an alien petting zoo. With bright red lips and a permanent frown, it looks like it's judging your entire existence. This is the red-lipped batfish, and it doesn't swim, it walks. Native to the Galapagos, it uses its fins like awkward legs to shuffle across the ocean floor. It's a stealthy ambush predator that gets close to prey before striking fast. While the lips might look like makeup gone wrong, scientists think they play a role in mating. Either way, you don't forget it once you've seen it. This one hides beneath the sand with just its face poking out, eyes glaring upward, unmoving. This is the Stargazer fish, a predator that quite literally stares at the stars while waiting to strike. Found in oceans around the world, it uses this upward-facing setup to ambush passing prey. Some species can even generate electric shocks. It's not just creepy-looking, it's armed. Divers have called it one of the ugliest fish in the world, and it absolutely earns that title. It looks like a balloon with a face, until that face unhinges and swallows something whole. That's the Gulper eel, a deep-sea predator with a jaw that opens absurdly wide, far beyond the size of its own body. It can engulf prey many times its size using its massive mouth, expandable stomach, and whip-like tail. Found as deep as 10,000 feet, the Gulper eel has rarely been seen alive. But when it is, it looks like a deep-sea mistake, one that somehow works. With teeth so massive, it can't even close its mouth, this fish looks permanently furious. That's the common fangtooth, a small predator found in some of the deepest, coldest parts of the ocean. Despite being only 6 inches long, its fangs are the largest, in proportion to body size, of any fish in the world. It needs special sockets in its skull just to shut its jaws. It hunts using keen senses adapted to the pitch-black dark. And while it's small, it looks like it's been mad since the dinosaur era. This next one is built like a silver missile with fangs, and it can strike like one too. This is the viperfish, one of the fiercest deep-sea predators. It uses a glowing spine protruding from its back as a lure, attracting curious prey before lunging with its enormous hinged jaw. Its teeth are so long they stick out of its mouth even when closed. Add in glowing organs along its sides, and you've got a fish that not only kills in the dark, it puts on a light show doing it. The frilled shark coils and swims like an eel, but with the teeth and attitude of something prehistoric. It's often called a living fossil. It has over 300 needle-shaped teeth arranged in rows that point backward, ideal for trapping squid and other slippery prey. Found as deep as 5,000 feet, this creature hasn't changed much in over 80 million years. Its slow, writhing movements and ancient look make it feel more like a myth than a modern species. Now its body is pitch black, its skin absorbs nearly all light, and it glows red in the dark. This is the black dragonfish, and yes, it's just as intense as it sounds. Females have long, fang-filled jaws and a glowing lure to attract prey, while males are much smaller and don't even have mouths. Its red bioluminescence gives it an invisible flashlight other fish can't detect. In the deep sea, that's an unfair advantage, and the dragonfish uses it with chilling precision. With a glowing antenna on its head and teeth like glass needles, this fish is pure nightmare fuel. That's the anglerfish, probably the most iconic horror creature from the deep. It dangles its bioluminescent lure to attract prey, then swallows them whole with its massive mouth. And in an even weirder twist, the males are tiny, and when they find a female, they bite her and fuse into her body permanently. They live as nothing more than a reproductive organ. Nature is wild. Up next, its jaw shoots out like a spring-loaded trap, straight from a face that already looks cursed. This is the goblin shark, a deep-sea predator that looks like something mid-glitch. Its long snout helps detect prey, but it's the extending jaw that really haunts. It launches its entire mouth forward to snatch fish in an instant. Add in pale pink skin and beady little eyes, and you've got something that looks less like a shark and more like a monster that didn't finish rendering. This one looks like a giant, armored cockroach crawling slowly across the ocean floor. That's the giant isopod, a deep-sea scavenger that can grow over 2 feet long. It survives by feasting on the remains of dead whales, fish, and anything else that sinks. It can go years without food and curls into a ball when threatened. Its overlapping shell plates and twitchy legs make it resemble a prehistoric bug. If it weren't real, you'd think it was a horror movie prop. The eyes on this creature are always open, its mouth always slightly agape, and it never stops watching. This is the deep-sea lizardfish, a camouflaged predator that lurks on the ocean floor waiting for prey to get too close. It strikes upward like a missile, using needle-thin teeth and incredible speed. Its forward-facing eyes give it almost a staring contest vibe, like it's sizing you up, and you're losing. Next, its arms bend like elbows and trail like wires, giving it the look of a deep-sea puppet. That's the big fin squid, and it might be the most alien-looking creature ever filmed. Only a handful of sightings exist, but in every one, it floats eerily in place, barely moving. Its arms can grow over 20 feet long and seem to just drift below its glowing body. Scientists still don't know how it feeds, or even what it eats. That might be the scariest part. It's tiny, it's clear, and it lives inside the corpses of other sea creatures. Meet Frena, a parasitic amphipod that attacks jelly-like animals called salps, eats out their insides and pilots their hollowed bodies through the ocean like a mech suit. It uses these living shells to move around and raise its young. Some scientists believe Frena inspired the chestburster in Alien, and honestly, that tracks. A creature with pale and smooth skin, its eyes are round and glassy, and it floats like it's been possessed. This is the Chimera, also known as the ghost shark. It isn't a true shark, but it shares a common ancestor. It glides through the deep using a whip-like tail and rubbery body, often ignoring lights or movement around it. Some even have venomous spines. It doesn't chase or flash, it simply exists, quiet, watching, distant. It has tentacles longer than a bus, hooks on its arms and eyes the size of dinner plates. This is the giant squid, a legend turned real. It was once the stuff of sailor folklore, krakens, ship attacks, sea monsters. Now we know it's real, alive, and horrifyingly large. It can battle sperm whales and has suction cup rings lined with sharp teeth. For decades, we only saw dead ones. Now we have video. It was better when it was just a story. It doesn't hunt, it doesn't chase, it just hovers. Wrapped in a cloak glowing softly in the dark, that's the vampire squid, a deep-sea drifter that thrives in the oxygen-starved twilight zone. Its webbed arms create a cape it can wrap around itself for defense, and it shoots glowing mucus instead of ink. It doesn't kill for food, it collects marine snow. Its eyes bulge, its body lunges, and its entire face suddenly explodes outward. This is the sarcastic fringehead, and yes, that's its real name. Normally, it hides in shells or crevices off the coast of California, looking like a grumpy, bug-eyed blenny. But when threatened, it opens its jaw so wide and so fast, it looks like its head is splitting in two. Two of them will even fight by slamming their gaping jaws together in what looks like a mix between a horror movie and a cartoon punch-up. The inside of its mouth flashes bright pink and yellow, like a neon warning sign screaming back off. It's aggressive, territorial, and straight up unhinged. And you don't need to go deep to find it. It's lurking just off the beach,